Before I get started tonight, I want to give a very special shout out to a very special person in my life, Erin from Waterford, New York. I love you, baby. Anyway, tonight I want to talk to you about a friend of mine who's no longer with us. His name was Andrew Martin, and most people knew him as Test. You know, and there's just certain things that bother me about this whole situation. For as long as he worked with the World Wrestling Federation slash World Wrestling Entertainment, and the things they did to him over those years just pretty much makes me sick. What do I mean? Okay, where do I begin? Okay, first off, he dies on Friday night, and they put something up on their website about it, and was so little, and in my opinion, tasteless the way it was said. About their condolences, this, that, and the other thing. It made me sick. And then you turn on Monday Night Raw tonight, and they don't put a fucking thing on at the top of the show like they do when other guys die. I mean, here's a guy that broke his fucking neck working for this company. And not only that, not only did he break his neck, then these motherfuckers release him while he's rehabbing from a neck that he broke working for them. And not only that, he was told by John Laurinaitis, better known as Johnny Ace, that no, we don't do that kind of stuff when you guys are out hurt like that. You lying motherfuckers. You don't do that? Then why'd you do it to Andrew? You know why? Because you're fucking scumbags. You know, and I gotta admit, there are a lot of assholes in this business. And believe you me, I've met plenty of them. But Andrew was he was really one of the nice guys. I got stories from all over, because as everybody knows, people that don't know, I used to travel with them to every pay-per-view up until my accident in 2001. Every pay-per-view and from probably the mid-80s up until 2001, I was there. And, from having breakfast in, I think it was California with Vince and Shane, to a special time that I remember with Andrew. It was the 2001 Royal Rumble, New Orleans, Louisiana, in the New Orleans Arena. And me and my friends were on the streets of New Orleans having a good time. Andrew came up to us. He was with a little girl, and he was also with Val Venus, who was also with another girl. Uh, and they invited us to a private party at some club that they were going to later that night. And it's nice, when guys like that do that. They knew us, they liked us, we got along. So they gave the gesture to do something like that. And, things like that are really greatly appreciated. Plain and simple. They didn't have to ask us, but they did because we enjoyed each other's company. But just the way things happen, he was 33 years old. He was going to be 34 tomorrow. It's just a tragedy now. Maybe WWE just did the little thing on their website and doesn't really want to say anything on Raw and isn't going to say anything on SmackDown, because if it turns out that somehow drugs were involved or whatever, they don't want to be associated with that. But you gotta remember something, okay? He hasn't worked for your company for 2 fucking years. So how are they gonna blame you? I mean, yeah, I'm sure they'll find a way. That fucking piece of shit motherfucker at the New York Post Film Mushnick will write something and try to blame you guys. But, okay? He wasn't working for you at the time. They really can't put this on you if it was drug related. But, that's not the way you fucking people are. Just like, last week, when you're doing your WrestleMania recaps and you're highlighting all the WrestleManias of the past. And last week you did WrestleMania 20. But you forgot about the main event. Why? Because Chris Benoit was involved. That's right. And as everybody knows, as far as WWF, WWE is concerned, Chris Benoit never existed because they're a bunch of fucking assholes. They really think by not mentioning this guy, not saying anything about him, people are gonna forget. People will never forget. And that's what you gotta fucking remember, World Wrestling Entertainment. Okay? People will never forget. Everybody that dies meant something to somebody, whether you like to believe it or not. Okay? Every day, every week, when people watch SmackDown, they remember Eddie Guerrero. What did he die? Yeah, that's right. He died from a heart attack as a result of years of drug and alcohol abuse. But guess what? He was working with your company when he was abusing the drugs and alcohol. But you know what? That doesn't concern you because, unlike Chris Benoit, he didn't kill his whole fucking family, which, technically speaking, really has yet to be proven. Nobody knows what happened that weekend. Chris, Daniel, and Nancy. So speculate whatever you want. Take him out of your fucking record books, whatever you want. People are gonna remember him. People are gonna remember Andrew. He was a fucking great guy. He enjoyed riding his bike. He enjoyed working out. Yeah, and he was working out lately with fucking mixed martial arts guys. He was in great shape. You guys fucked up. When you released him, he went to TNA for a little while, but those assholes just didn't know what to do with him either. Like they don't know what to do with a lot of their talent. Like you guys don't know how to do anything with a lot of your talent. But that's besides the point. All I'm saying is this: Andrew was a great fucking guy, and I can tell you wholeheartedly, it was a pleasure knowing him. He was a good friend, and I'm gonna miss you, brother. This place ain't gonna be the same without you, Andrew. Godspeed, my friend. You're gonna be missed. Peace.